I mentioned a couple times in the last few days that I have not been watching as much college basketball for about the last season and a half. But I think I might have found my new favorite player in college basketball, Dylan Harper. Oh my goodness. This kid is special. I have watched the last two Rutgers games, game against Notre Dame. I watched the entire second half, and then tonight watched a large portion of their game against Alabama. And I came away from those two games going, Dylan Harper is the surefire number 2 pick in what is, yes, a loaded draft class. But I don't see how he's not. I mean, look, the simplest way to compare this kid, and I know it's a high expectation, high bar to put him at, but he's left-handed Cade Cunningham. That's what he reminds me of. I mean, he is such an incredibly versatile talent and so skilled as a true freshman. This kid is going to be special and going to be special for a long time at a very high level. Whatever team gets this dude is getting a franchise PG for a very long time because his skill set at this age is absolutely incredible on the offensive end of the court. And he's a really good defender. Like, I have been very impressed by him on the defensive end of the court as well. That's probably the most exciting part. Honestly, if you're a Rutgers fan, you enjoy it while it lasts because he ain't going to be there long, but he is special. This team is a lot of fun to watch. Despite losing tonight to Alabama, Dylan Harper comes out and drops 37 points. Incredible performance. And before we hop into it and break it down further, if y'all haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 1,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Trying to get this channel monetized. We really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, like I said, tough loss to a very good Alabama team that's 9th in the country for a reason tonight. But Dylan Harper in 37 minutes, again, played pretty much close to the entire game, just like he did last night against Notre Dame, comes out and has 37 points on 11 of 19 from the field, 15 of 16 from the free throw line. And look, I get that there are a lot of people who are not huge fans of the free throw foul baiting type of game that is played at times in basketball. But if you can get to the free throw line at a very high level and especially shoot it at a very high percentage at the line, it is one of the most efficient. It is the most efficient shot in the sport of basketball, 100%. And I think a guy who is elite at getting to that free throw line raises their star power and their star potential 100%. And seeing Ace Bailey be able to get to the rim at will so easily against such high level competition as he has the last couple nights and be able to do it in massive minutes with defenses very much gearing to stop him is just, it's been so impressive these last couple games. I mean, he is truly playing some of the highest level college basketball that I've seen a point guard play, especially this early in their collegiate career, in a very long time. And the thing is, he's a legit 6'6", big physical guard with unbelievable speed. I mean, last night, obviously, against Notre Dame, he goes 12 of 22, 10 of 16 from the 2, makes 2 out of 6 3-pointers, again, gets 14 free throws, has 36 points. Back-to-back nights of 36 and 37 points against super high-level competition on a national stage, playing just unbelievably well. Super duper efficient from 2-point range so far this season at 63+%, which is incredible. He is just unstoppable going to the rim. His speed and handle and touch is a very, very tough combination to guard, even for these high-level college teams, especially when you take into account his size and physicality. There are just very few players that I have watched in college basketball over the last several years who have that type of skill set as Dylan Harper does. And honestly, the closest guy to it, like I said in the intro, is Cade Cunningham. I really think that's the player that he is. And he's kind of got the same flaws as Cade in some ways as well, where the shooting is a little meh. I mean, 0 for 3 tonight. Before tonight, he was shooting 30% from 3. Like, not amazing. But Cade Cunningham wasn't a great shooter in college either. And again, this is a true freshman playing unbelievably well against the best competition in the country. I just don't think you see very many players play with the level of pace and control that he has at this point in his collegiate career. And one of the knocks on him coming into college was score first, maybe not a good enough passer. I'm not saying he's been the best passer in college basketball or anything. 2 assists to 4 turnovers tonight isn't good. But before tonight, he's 5.5 assists a game, only 2 turnovers a game. Strongly positive, over 2.5 times assist to turnover ratio. It's good stuff, and it's really good stuff from a guy as young as he is, with as much potential to grow as he has. I mean, this kid is how he's 18, and he's not Cooper Flagg, but he's not far off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is just an incredibly talented player who's absolutely set up to be one of the most impactful players in all of college basketball this season, one of the highest scoring and most efficient inside the paint guards in all of college basketball. And the ability to draw fouls at such a high level and shoot the free throws at such a high level as well really unlocks a player who, I mean, it's only 71% from the free throw line before tonight's game, but 15 of 16 tonight is incredible. There is just real efficiency with his game and a real completeness to his skill set that is so rare to see out of somebody that young and that big and that physically gifted. And in any other draft, I think he's the number 1 overall pick, realistically. In most drafts, I think he is. This just happens to be one of the best drafts in my lifetime, if not arguably the best, at least on paper right now. And I have a hard time seeing him going number 1 over Cooper Flagg, but whatever team gets the number 2 overall pick should be thanking their lucky stars, assuming Dylan Harper stays healthy, that they get an opportunity to draft him, because he is just uber talented and the type of guy who I think is a franchise changing player on the offensive end of the court, and a super impactful two-way defensive guy as well, because he doesn't lack in size, doesn't lack in physicality, certainly doesn't lack in athletic ability, and plays defense at a hard-nosed level as well, which has been really, really impressive and really, really nice to see out of these last couple games that I have watched of Rutgers. I've been so impressed by seeing that aspect of his game and how seriously he seems to take the defensive end of the court at this point in his career. And look, as solid and as talented as Ace Bailey is, and I've made a couple videos, or one video on him here just a couple days ago, I like Dylan Harper better. I'm not gonna lie. After watching these 2 Rutgers games, I don't even think it's that close right now in my mind. Dylan Harper is the guy, 100%, who is very much deserving of a top 2 pick. And Ace Bailey's going to be a lottery pick and is going to be a great NBA player in his own right, no doubt about it. But there are very few players at Dylan Harper's age with his size and his pro-ready skill set. And that's in the history of basketball. He is truly that good and that impactful of a prospect. And I think he'll lead whatever team that he gets drafted by to serious contention and be a franchise cornerstone for a long time to come in whatever situation he winds up getting put in the NBA, because he's the guy who's going to be ready for all of it. And I have just been so impressed these last couple of nights by Dylan Harper and his overall versatility to his game, because it's rare. Like I said a couple times this video, it's very rare to see a guy with that talent this young. And college basketball is really fun this year, y'all. I don't know if y'all are like me and haven't watched a ton of college basketball these last few years, but this is a great year to get into it, because there is so much talent around college basketball, so many exciting prospects, including many that I haven't mentioned at all in these last few videos that I've talked about college basketball. And it's a great year to get involved in it. And the more I watch, the more I want to watch. And so I'm going to continue to tune into these games, and I'm excited to see what the next prospect of future NBA stars is looking like, because this class is just looking incredible, and Dylan Harper is very much at the very top of that list in my mind. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If y'all did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content, NBA content, I'm sorry, very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.